types of energy are kinetic energy and potential energy. Kinetic energy is the energy of things that are moving. So if you see momentum in here, mv is momentum. Kinetic energy is just a little bit different. 1/2 mv squared. Just the v is squared if you know your algebra. Potential energy, specifically gravitational potential energy, is the energy from height. It's the potential of gravity to pull an object through a distance, which we're going to call the height here. And m is mass. G represents the acceleration of gravity, 9.8 meters per second squared, and h is the height that we have the potential to move through. Remember that energy is not a vector, it's a scalar, so the direction here does not matter. We might be gaining or losing energy. Gaining or losing will put us positive or negative, but the direction of the energy, which way that energy is pointed, that's not going to make a difference here. Now, when we go back and we look at our types of collisions, remember that we said perfectly elastic conserves energy. We're talking about kinetic energy here. We can do problems where we're going to have conservation of potential energy, but the main thing that we're going to be talking about just before a collision and just after a collision, so right before the bouncing and right after the bouncing, we're going to be talking about conserving kinetic energy. These other three, these ones are going to be changing energy. So we have losing, and gaining. These two both lose energy, so the amount of kinetic or potential energy after the collision is going to be less than the amount of kinetic energy before the collision. Explosion is going to gain energy because it usually go from neither object moving to both objects moving in opposite directions, equal and opposite momentum.